I get asked all the time, how do I start hunting? Where do I start? Like, how did you get into it? Well, if you've been considering it and been on the fence and you hadn't started yet, then you're what we consider a true beginner. Welcome back to Survival Equals Life, y'all. It's Cookie. Have you ever considered the possibilities of going hunting? See, I didn't start hunting until I was in my early 20s. I didn't hunt as a child. And I always wanted to go hunting, but I never did. To be frank with you, I didn't know where to start. So if you're on the fence or you just don't know where to start, this is the video for you. 3 major steps that lifelong hunters don't talk about. So the first step is the most important step if you ask me. You need to know what you're gonna hunt. Are you hunting deer? Are you hunting ducks? Are you hunting squirrels? Are you hunting hogs? Hunting can be expensive, so I don't recommend that you go out and you buy a shotgun or a rifle or a bow until you truly decide on what you want to hunt. What game do you plan on harvesting? Whether it's for your family or for entertainment, you need to know what you're going to do. Once you've decided on what you're actually going to hunt, we move on to step 2 to figure out the requirements you need to meet to be able to actually hunt within that state. So what you would do is you would go online. To hunt in certain states, you have to meet certain requirements. I'll show you an example. If you go on your state, like I stay in the state of Louisiana, I look up the site, wlf.louisiana.gov. So you click on there, get to the website. So once you're into the site, you click on these top 3 lines up here. You go to hunting license and permits. As you can see, it'll tell you everything that you're required on this page. This is where we're talking about the basic hunting safety course, hunter education course approved by the Louisiana Wildlife and Fishery. So we'll click on that just to show the mandatory hunter education. It tells you what ages you can be. It also tells you where you can actually take the course at. Tells you it's free, suitable. Register for a classroom course online or by calling. If you go to this site here, fws.gov. So let's go there. This is your U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. And here is all of the states. Definitely go here. And I'll just click on California so you guys can see. That's the actual site that I have. They're giving you tips on everything. But this is what it looks like, you guys. If I go back, click on Alabama. No thanks. Again, all about your license, how to go about doing it. Every site doesn't, every site is not the same. But I've noticed that if you click on these 3 bars over here, if you click on those 3 bars, you shouldn't have any problems with actually seeing what you got going on. So yeah. Not gonna save that. Just gonna go back here. Yeah. And I mean, it's like that for every site. 3 bars, the licenses, permits, and it gives you prices and what you need. So y'all feel free again. If you have any questions or concerns, y'all hit me up, let me know. So it's imperative that you get on your website to see the exact requirements that you need to meet to be able to hunt legally. And I don't say legally lightly. What I don't play about is going out and hunting without following the rules and regulations. There's these guys called the green pants. And if you know, you know. But for us and anyone, all of us outdoorsmen and women, we know that if wildlife and game shows up and you are not following the rules and the requirements, you're in trouble. You have the possibility of losing your property, your guns, your vehicles, your boats, whatever it is that you have out that they can take legally, that'll happen. Not to mention fines and jail time, which neither one of those things I want to have to deal with. Almost every state requires a hunter safety course, except for Arizona. Some states allow you to take your hunter safety course online. I recommend that you go take your hunter safety course at a physical location due to the fact if you hadn't dealt with weapons, you don't feel comfortable. You have, but you want to familiarize yourself with it. I would definitely say you need to go out and go to the range where they will give you the opportunity to actually shoot and learn your weapon. So as we move into step 3, I want to go back to step 1 because that's important. Now that you're about to move into purchasing your license, your clothing, your weapon, you need to know exactly what type of hunting you're doing. i.e. for duck hunting, we use shotguns. For deer hunting, we use rifles. For small game such as squirrel, rabbit, we can either use bows or we use 22 rifles or 22 handguns, however you choose to do that. So there are different weapons for different type of game. So again, don't skip step 1 because step 1 is going to be your foundation for every other step you take. So as we move into step 3, like I said, we're in the store. We're getting ready to choose our weapon, our clothing. In certain stores, you can purchase your license in the hunting and the camping area. The counters in the bags, and if everybody that goes to Walmart, you know that they have a hunting and a camping section. You can actually purchase your license, your hunting license there. If you're in a store such as REI, they actually have counters directly in the front when you first walk in that you can purchase your licenses for, whether it's for fishing or hunting. Side note, if you're duck hunting or waterfowl hunting, you're going to need to purchase a federal duck stamp on top of your regular license to actually be able to hunt. If you want suggestions on what type of hunting would be best for a beginner, drop some questions down in the comments below. We'll definitely get back with you because one size does not fit all when we're talking about hunting. Quick disclosure, if you're purchasing a weapon, you will have to have a background check. So if you have any kind of questionable background or criminal history that you're concerned about or you're not sure about, please call your state and find out exactly what the rules are for you. If you're going to be a survivor, hit subscribe. If you're going to be a liver, then hit the like button. If you're going to do both, which you know my motto, you ain't living if you ain't surviving, you ain't surviving if you ain't living, hit the subscribe and the like button. You've gotten your weapon, you're feeling excited. Now we want to head on over to the hunting clothes section. You don't need to buy hunting clothes. Get you an orange vest and an orange hat. That's first and foremost. When we're talking about camo, it doesn't have to be lavish. It doesn't have to be extremely expensive. As a matter of fact, you need to buy camo that fits your wooded area. If you're a female, I have found it beneficial for me not to purchase clothing at Walmart. They don't have a large selection for us. However, at Bass Pro, Cabela's, or Academy, they seem to have a larger line for females and more comfortable clothing. For a small stature female like me, I have small hands. If I want to get me some gloves, I can never hardly find gloves in Walmart. I always have to go to Academy or Bass Pro. That's what's located here in my area. But, you know, you also have Cabela's. It's pretty much the same thing as Bass Pro. Definitely go to those stores to get what you want. And if you're going to go there, then you might as well purchase your license and your weapon at those stores. It's a one-stop shop in either one of those stores that I've named out so far. If you want to know more about picking the right clothing, let me know and I'll definitely make a video about it. All right, so we made it through. We made it through step 1, which is choosing what type of hunting you're going to do. Step 2 is going to the site, making sure that you're legally within your realms of requirements to actually hunt. And step 3, we're going to the store, first purchasing our license, picking out our weapon and our clothing. So now you're ready to hunt. So if you head over to this video, I'll show you exactly how to pick the location in which you're going to go hunting.